at the America's Lodging Investment Summit here in Los Angeles, day 2. Sean, I gotta say, one of the things that I heard right off the bat today, the hotel industry is doing pretty well right now, and one of the reasons why is demand is so high, and that means people want to travel. That's been something we've been seeing for a while. People have changed their priorities, less consumer items. They want the memories, they want the experiences of travel, and that's one of the things propping up the industry right now. But there are a couple of things happening domestically and internationally that have hoteliers a little bit worried about where that demand could go. Domestically right now, there's an issue with something called Real ID. That's a 2005 Act of Congress that set a new set of requirements for state-issued driver licenses and identification cards. If you don't have a Real ID compliant ID by the 1st of October this year, you can't fly.
Yeah, I just got mine last week, thankfully.
Yeah, so Roger Dow from the U.S. Travel Association this morning said if things continue as is going right now, with Americans, a significant number of Americans being unaware of the new requirements, he said, imagine 5 to 10% of your guests not showing up 1st of October, 5 to 10% of your meeting attendees not showing up this fall. So that's one of the things the association is asking hoteliers to help step up with the messaging, because right now the government is not doing a great job of it. And internationally, again, people all around the world want to travel, and the U.S. is losing its share of international travel. They're trying to find ways to bring in more foreign travel to the U.S. The problem is, at the moment, we're not appearing to be the most welcoming place. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the political realm that is making the U.S. a place not seem so welcoming. And again, the Travel Association is asking the hotel industry here to get even more involved with the messaging and really put out there that the U.S. is a welcoming place where Americans want people from other countries to come in and come see what our culture is like and be part of it. And so we're really interesting is one of those things that only time will tell to see how that all plays out.
Yeah, the perception issue really seems to be a recurring thing that I'm hearing a lot throughout this conference. I mean, and not just from a traveler perspective, but if you read between the lines, comments I'm hearing in meetings and in panels, there's a real sense of anxiety right now, and it seems less driven by are we late in the cycle? There's been a lot of talk that we've had an exceptionally long upcycle, but it seems more driven by this kind of overly negative perception in the larger business community about the hotel industry, and maybe there isn't a natural growth story coming out of the hotels right now. But the positive spin of that is that there seems to be the reaction I'm getting and I'm hearing from people isn't to root for some big catalyst of change. I mean, nobody's at least openly rooting for a downturn to hit the reset button. But it's more that they really need to do the best they can with the situation they're given and be more efficient and just figure out ways to improve their businesses in much the same way that they would be if they were faced with a downturn and their backs were to the wall and they had to figure out how to become better, more efficient businesses. So we can only hope that it will be a soft landing and the industry will kind of get the best of the both worlds there.
Yeah.
All right. That's it today from Hotel News Now. Keep tuned for more ALIS coverage.